Hello and welcome to Basic Fishing Bites, and I'm going to run you through how to tie up a deep water carp rig for open water fishing with baits like sweet corn, meat, pellets, baits like that. So starting off, I like to tie my rigs on a rig mate. It keeps the line nice and tight. All the shots obviously have their own little containers, and it's just a lovely little board to tie all your rigs on. So I actually like to put it in conjunction with a rig strip, and this is the new commercial carp bagging range, and as you can see, this is a deep water rig. So literally on this strip has everything you'll need to tie up these rigs. It tells you the shotting of the floats, the float, the line, and it even tells you what hook lengths to actually match up to these rigs. So everything on this strip is perfect for tying this rig. So I'm going to put it on the rig mate to start with, and as you can see, this one end here has a hole, one end here has a groove on. What I like to do is put this hole on the right hand side, and this is where the loop to loop is going to go for your hook length. So that goes on there, that slot fits over the pin on the other end. So now the strip is lovely and flat on the rig mate, ready for tying up of the rig. Next up, we have to put the line on. So the strip says 022 engage. This is Guru line. This is nice strong line for carp fishing. You don't want anything that's going to let you down. You want something that's about 7-8 pound, I think, for your main line for your carp fishing. This is actually 9 pound apparently, 022. So we're just going to undo the clamp and put it on. To undo that black bit, I like to take this metal bit off, put this metal bit over the top, and screw it down like so. So now the line is lovely and tight on the rig mate. I'm just going to give myself a little bit of extra, so I'm gonna basically put the line on. So the float on the line. So I need a little bit more line out. So as you can see, I've got lots of line to work with. Now obviously fishing in deep water, you need a long float, because obviously you're going to be fishing in depths over 6 foot deep, 6 foot to like 10 foot deep. I like these Guru diamond floats. You can see it's got a nice long stem on it here. This is actually a fiberglass stem. This is so nice and durable, never going to break. Nice diamond body, sits lovely in like the bouncing of the waves, and a nice long bristle for the same reason. Obviously the waves and things going over the bristle. Nice long bristle, hollow bristle, 1.7mm bristle, perfect for the deep water carp fishing. So we're going to tie him up. To start, we're going to have to cut 3 bits of silicone. I like 3 bits, it just keeps the float nice and secure on the line. So we're going to cut 2 quite short, 2 bits about 3mm long, and then 1 bit about probably close to a centimetre, to be honest. So one's quite a bit longer, and I'll show you why when I actually put the float on the line. If I can get my line here, what I like to do is just trim the end of the line here. It makes it so much easier to put the float and the silicone through. So I pass the line through the eye of the float, like so. You can see it just going through the float there. So he's on. And then put the 2 smaller pieces of silicone on. Oh, if I can, that's 1, like so. He's on. Put the second bit on, like so. And then just put that long bit on last. And now basically I'm just going to put them on the stem of the float. If I just grab the float here, put them on this stem. This is actually 0.3mm silicone. I think it does it for most of my commercial pole floats, to be honest. And what I like to do with this first silicone that's quite important, I never like to put it right underneath the body, because as you can see, the line will end up digging into the body. Especially with pressure of a fish, it means it will cut into the line, moving the float up and down to set the depth. And when you've got a fish on it, the pressure against the eye means the eye can come out sometimes. So it's really important just to give that like body just a little bit of release from the tension. So you can see I've moved that rubber down now, so there's less pressure on the bodies and also less pressure on the eye, so the eye doesn't come out. So that's the first rubber. Going to put the second rubber about halfway down the stem. As you can see, I've done there. And this third one, I'm just going to put it right on the bottom, on the base of the float like so. So now the rubbers are in position on the float. Just going to move him out of the way. And then the next job is literally to tie the loop that you're going to attach your hook length to. And I like to use a loop tie. So what I like to do is just literally make a loop, put my middle finger in the loop, put the loop tie underneath, spin it twice, put this loop now made on this finger through the middle of the loop tire, let it all tighten up, and then slowly work that knot off the actual loop tire itself. You'll see it just come off there, and then just give it a little bit of lubrication and then tighten it all up like so. So now we have a lovely little neat loop, and if you use a loop tie, it'll make the same size loop every time, which is quite nice. And then I'm just going to trim that tag end, so now I've got a little nice, really tight little loop. So now I'm just going to put it on the end of the rig mate. Now this is where the rig mate comes in really handy for me. I put the pin in, tighten everything up, tighten that line up with the clamp. You can see I've got a nice tight line now to work with. So I like to move the float out the way, and then you can see here where I'm going to actually position my cubes, because it's literally written on the rig mate itself exactly where to put them and how many to put on each rig, which is really, really handy. So what I'm going to do is just open my little container with my cubes in. These are number 8s. It says to use number 8, so I'm just going to literally go down here, put my first number 8 next to the loop. The good thing about cubes, they do slide, so I can put that there next to that knot. Just going to check that knot's nice and tight. It is. You can see the second number 8 has to go here. And by the way, I'm actually tying up a 0.75 gram version, so I'm literally, it's in green. You can see here the writing's in green, so I need 10 number 8s in my bulk. I need 1 number 8 here, and I need 1 number 8 here. And I've already put 1 number 8 on, so I'm going to put the second number 8 on now. And basically following these strips just means that you don't have to test your own floats out, because I've already done them for you. So I know exactly how many shots they all take. That one's on. That one's on. And what I like to do if I'm making like a long bulk, obviously I'm making 10 in a row, I just like to leave a little bit of a gap between each one. I just think the line actually sits a little bit straight in the water like that. So I'm just going to do 10 up in a row from here. Won't take me very long. That nice tight line keeps it all nice and simple. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, or 8, sorry. Getting ahead of myself there. 9, and that's 10. Let me just check with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yeah, now you can see they're all nicely in position, exactly where I'd want them. So basically I've got a bulk and 2 droppers, and now it's ready to put it on a winder. So this rig here is obviously a 0.75. What I'll probably do this up to, and because I know my winder size, I know like how much line to put on a winder. So if I do 17 turns of this winder, it's absolutely perfect for a top kitten 1. So I'm going to do 17 turns on this winder. Just put that loop to loop on the little hook up in the middle, and then do 1, 2, 3, moving the float up at the same time, 4, and then putting that float in the middle so it's nice and protected. If I can. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and then 17. Just cut it off. And then I always just do a big overhand loop on this side, because I'm probably going to cut this rig down to suit the depth of wherever I go fishing. So I'm just making a big double overhand knot, if I can. Oh, that's 1. I just need to get that through there again. It's been a bit fiddly now. Come here. Get that one through there, like so. And there we have it, just wetting up. Big overhand loop on the end of the winder. And there we have it. Basically, the perfect rig for deep water carp fishing. Anywhere over 6 foot, 6 foot to like 10 foot. This rig is absolutely perfect for that. So I hope you found this video useful. If you want to get your hands on some rig strips, they come as a pack of 5. They're available from rigmate.co.uk. We have lots of sets of strips for you to copy, all different rigs, the rig I've just shown you, and lots of other ones. So check it out at rigmate.co.uk. And don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel so we can keep bringing you loads and loads of more content.